We're continuing the repairs and upgrades to our off-grid caravan. There's loads going on. We can't wait to show you what we've been up to. It's nearly ready for someone to stay in. We're also out on the track getting our hands dirty. Back up working on the caravan today. Didn't bring the camera with me, but I'm going to show you what I've done. Still no more progress on the roof. Still waiting for the battens to get in stock so I can order the roof sheets. But today is a good day because the old fridge is out of the caravan. Now, if there was smell-o-vision, you could, every time you open it, it's that like ammonia smell. I don't know what it is, but you can't breathe if it's open for like more than a few seconds. So we like kept it locked before. It's completely knackered. I mean, look at this. It's from the 80s and that can't be safe to like turn on, right? So yeah, grim. But it's out the caravan, which is obviously a win. What I'm going to put in its place, I don't know, but let me show you. There was two big holes in the caravan earlier, this and this. I've just temporarily put those little vents back on. I fixed a few more other things in here as well, but let's show you the hole. I think I'm just going to make like some sort of door to go where the fridge went. I need to clean in here first, and I need to get a proper cap off for the gas thing. Even though there's a valve down here that's turned off, I want to cap that just in case with the gas. And I'm considering, like, this is the old, it's cool because it's still got the Tablet Caravan on it, but it's so rusty and minging. I might just sort of sand all this off and then paint it black or something, because then this sort of goes here. I could make something out of wood or just cut something new, so I'm not sure. Any ideas, leave it in the comments below of what you think I should do with this, because I ain't sure. But I fixed this little door down here that wasn't closing. The sofa, but yeah, basically the sofa, this bit was all cracked here, so it wasn't sitting down. So I just made this new bit of wood, put a new little bit of wood in there just to support that when you sat on it. Still lots to do in here. Oh, I also fixed the latch on this little, this is where the water goes in there. You fill that bad boy up, and then there's a little switch on the side here to put the pump on. But still looking like a bit of a bin around here. I need to take that to the bin, that bin bag's for the bin. I've got another rubbish thing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this IKEA thing. Might just end up going on the bonfire, to be honest. This is a table that the old people who stayed here made, but the top had bowed in, so maybe I might find a new piece of wood and make that into a nice outdoor table for here. And that old table over there, same again, the top's pretty rotten. For now, what we'll do is just something, but long term I'd like to maybe put something decent on the top and just reuse. All about reusing stuff here. Same as this bench. This was an old beam that was from our house from years gone by, and we just made a small bench, putting a couple of breeze blocks down. All about keeping stuff going and reusing it. I'm super pleased with the progress. The rest of today, I'm going to get rid of some of this rubbish that's up here, take that to the bin, then maybe get to work at making the covers for those vents so that you can't, so it's making the covers for the vents so it's not like a breeze blowing in the winter. And I'll probably like silicone those guys on, because I'm never going to put another fridge in there, because the plan is to put a fridge outside, just to buy like a regular fridge, drill through the bottom, put a little plug socket underneath the van, plug it in underneath the van, and then happy days. The old fridge solution was actually in the wardrobe which is this thing, so temporarily that'll have to stay in there. Also acts as a bit of a heater in the winter, but it would be nice to use this as either shelving or, yeah, an actual wardrobe to hang your clothes. Would be a cool way to use this space. This heater doesn't work either, the gas heater, so that's another thing I would like to fix. But at the same time, they create like a bit of condensation. We've got a little oil fired heater, that electric one, that's probably better to use in here to heat this small space. Yeah, the other jobs, this mattress is like a spring mattress. It's super uncomfy. So maybe we're going to invest like 200-300 euros in a nice mattress for this. But that's going to be right at the end of the project, because for now we got way too much stuff to get done. So I better stop yapping and get working. Goggles on. I'm still in the messy tool shed. Haven't got around to cleaning it here yet, but you can see what I've been doing. So I found these off scraps of metal that I had. And there's the vent that would have let in all the air that we don't need it to let in air for anymore. So I've just cut that to like that. Gonna get me some sealant, stick it on. Same for this little gas exhaust, like the exhaust thing. Just cut a small one, stick on that. Get them sealing. Job's a good in. Screw the vents back in. No one will know anything different from the outside of the caravan, but on the inside, the drafts will be gone, which will be great and will help retain the heat. Oh, this is very tricky to hold the camera and hold this with one hand, but it fits. I've just got to put the thing across the top, and there's a little cupboard door here to go on the bottom. But yeah, I think that's going to fit. It's kind of the grain's going the wrong way, but well, maybe it isn't. No, it doesn't really matter, and it's kind of a different colour. The only problem is it's quite a heavy bit of wood, and everything in the caravan's really lightweight. So hopefully I can find some sort of strongish hinges that will go onto this. Bang. Onto this pretty flimsy bit of wood. I mean, like balsa wood in here. This bit's reasonably strong, so I'm hoping, and it's a bit wet and rotten here. Hopefully this holds the weight of the door. Man, we need to clean in here. Look how minging this is. This caravan is from like 1982 or 3 or something like that. I don't know, it's very old. So yeah, that fridge has probably never ever been taken out, and it's probably never been cleaned behind. So that's like 35 years of grot in there. All right, so good progress in here. Good progress. What are you up to, Laurie?
Making Grandma Sarah a card.
Wow, this looks so nice, dude. That is so nice. The happy birthday's in the leaves.
So good.
That's so good, Laurie.
Make it 3D now.
Wow. That's so nice, mate.
Make this 3D.
Look at this. The grass is starting to show. It's coming up green, and I'm coming up bright in my pretty legendary Exeter City top. It's my high vis gear, safety first. Look how green the field's looking, guys. Looking absolutely brilliant. Roz has been working hard today down at the van, cleaning it up, because we've got Grandad and Grandma Sarah coming to visit today, or sorry, tomorrow. And our friend Lee, as I literally say Lee, he's driving in the field. He's gonna go from sleeping in our annex to staying in our van. Here he is. Back to the caravan we go. So while Roz has been tidying up the van for our friend Lee, I have been continuing with the repairs on the caravan, and I'll show you what we're up to. All right, let's start off. We have a shower curtain. It's fully working. Me and Laurie last night also installed a very simple AliExpress water filter. Just an inline filter, so if anything comes through here, it gets stopped here before it goes down and wrecks anything. So really pleased with that. And look at it, it's looking great, isn't it? And now inside the van, oh my goodness, all this is up here because I've been hoovering. But I went with the black along here. It's not perfect, and neither is the alignment of my my cupboard door, but I think it looks kind of okay. I still need to clean out inside and seal up the bits at the back, but yeah, it's all right. I think it kind of goes. And I fixed the hinges on this little guy and put a new magnetic thing to stop it going up. But I mean, the alignment, not the best work I've ever done, but I'm not a carpenter. Neither am I a builder or a caravan repairman. I'm just a guy with spare bits of wood lying around. Me and Laurie just put these on temporarily last night. But what I want to do is clean all the sealant off around here, take these off, put some silicone in behind, and then install these kind of finally. It's got my little plates that I put on, so there's no draft coming through the main bit now, but it still will be drafty around the edge. So I'm going to put some silicone around there. Same with this one, same story. And then there's the gas pipe in there. I've tested it, the valve is definitely stopping the gas. and the open-ended gas pipe isn't leaking. I've spoken to my friend who is a gas engineer, and he said the valve should be fine, but obviously a valve is still there. Someone could turn it, so I'm going to put some tape on it and put like do not turn on it, and I'm still going to look for a little cap to go on the end of the gas pipe that's in behind here, just in case for some reason it did get turned. My own peace of mind, I want it to be fine, but I know it's not leaking. For now it's okay. So I'm going to get back to hoovering and then get to sealing this lot up. Okay, the vents are on. I'm just using these eucalyptus to like push it up, and I've got the clear silicone around the edge. Not done the neatest job, but it will suffice. It will hold it on. And this one's looking good. Inside, I've kind of hoovered out all the cupboards and stuff like that. I've still got to tidy up all my bits. Slight problem with my cupboard that I've put on. You might not be able to see now because it's getting dark and the sun's that way, but this bit of wood just on the inside here, if I just sort of move it like that, you can see it's all like balsa wood or whatever. So I'm gonna have to find a way to sort of reinforce that side of the cupboard. But that's a job for after dinner, and that might even have to be it for today. We're running out of light, and I think it's going to be raining tomorrow, which sucks, but we've got to do what we've got to do. Yeah, still looking like a building site, but we are getting there. This is going to be so nice when it's done. It's another gloomy day in Portugal, but my mood's not gloomy because the shower is 100% finished. I found some old laminate flooring in the garage. It came free with our house. It was just left here by the old owner, and I thought, let's just stick it on the back wall because it's not going to get that wet back there. It should last a few years, and it just stops the breeze coming through. I've left a little gap just so that the hose can come through, and it doesn't really matter because no one's ever going to be around the back to sort of spy on you up here. I don't think anyone's ever going to be around up here anyway when you're having a shower. Yeah, really pleased with how that's gone in. It just covers up the back wall, and I moved one little bit of wood that was up there just down the bottom to close up that gap a little bit more. But again, it doesn't really need it. And yesterday evening I had a big success with the cupboard in the van. That's all done, and now the sealant's gone off on these guys. It looks great. It's fully sealed, no draftage, no light coming through on the inside. So I'm really happy with that. The next job is just, we've got to wait for the batten so that we can then order the roof sheets to come, and I'll just do it all in one go. But I'm tempted to go to another builder's yard because it's been over a week now and they've still not called me to say they're getting any, so I might have to go somewhere else. I'm really pleased with the progress of this little off-grid tiny house, and when it's fully done, it's going to be such a cool place for people to come and stay. Put the fridge over here, maybe some seating and stuff outside. It's gonna be cool. We're back at the drain, Rosalind, because what happened last night, mate?
Very heavy rain, thunder and lightning.
Crazy rain.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. It's like this bit of the drain is still here, and then look at this. It's just filled it up with mud, which is kind of good. I guess it's worked, because the sort of bits we put here before have pretty much survived, and it's quite level still. So what we're going to do is dig all of that, put it on here, and I'm also going to go further up the track and just check the drains up there and make sure it's flowing right. But the rain we had last night was insane. Something like nearly 3 centimeters in 2 hours or something. I don't know. A lot of rain in very quick time frame. And our friend Lee, who's staying in our van, said he saw lightning strike in the field, which is nuts, right? Yeah, Ros, 5 years ago, if I had told you we'll move to Portugal and you'll be digging out drains and filling in holes on roads that aren't your road, what would you have said?
I would have said, you crazy?
You'd have said, yeah, let's go.
This is life now, baby.
You've done a good job here, mate. Ros did all the like smoothing. We want to drive the car on it, and we've got the drainage looking a lot nicer down here and all the way down there. We haven't gone all the way around the corner again. This will have to do. It's kind of raining. I did go right up the top though and sort of try and clear that a little bit better.
We want the council to come and actually do it for us.
That would be nice.
They're meant to dig out this gully and do the road, and there's, if you further down the track there's loads of holes.
puddles.
When you drive out the village it's like it'd be nice if they could fill that in as well, but in the meantime we're just doing what we can to make it a bit easier.
This is by far the worst bit probably. So, and now it means if you're driving up here, you're not driving through a massive ditch. You can kind of just go straight over and then turn in. It's going to make things a lot nicer. A little bit help our car, yeah. Ros, look, I've just seen 2 mushrooms over here. They've just popped up next to this oak bit that I... like the parasol ones, but they've not opened up yet. Look at these. Wow, they're huge. That's my hand next to it. It's not opened up yet. That's going to be massive. That's cool, isn't it? Oh, this one's fallen over. The pigs. Pigs have got that one.
Look at that. Wow.
That's massive, isn't it?
Gosh.
Big boy. Pigs will have it. Look at the field today. Looking green. What? Yeah, that's me. I put that there. Yeah, because look at the bottom of the post. Down here, the concrete one.
Oh yeah, sugar.
It's all broken, so
It's ours?
yeah, our fence. So I just smashed a bit of eucalyptus in to hold the fence up.
I don't think Dino's coming back anytime soon, is he?
Nah. Yeah, maybe if anyone's interested, this big ruin up here is for sale. It's well overpriced.
You need a lot of money.
Yeah, a whole lot of money. So if you want to be our neighbour, send us a DM on Instagram and I'll send you the link to this ridiculously overpriced property that needs...
Big project though.
Yeah.
You'd have to completely, probably knock it down and start again.
Pretty much, yeah. Some of the walls would be okay, but...
I bet I'd have loved to have seen what it looked like when it was still standing and not a ruin. I bet it was an amazing building. It had so many rooms in it.
Say the same about all this village. Maybe when it's a bit better weather, I'll do a little video tour of this place here. Leave it in the comments if you want me to do a video tour of the haunted house, the witch's house next to our place, and I'll do it. Here it is. So outside this gate, that's a public track there, but all of this is one big ruin. It's really big. It was this lady called Maria's house. She was like the healer, the sort of herbal healer, I don't know, the witch they called her. But yeah, we'll save that for another video. I definitely will. Well, we'll see if it's yeah. Oh, look at it. You can see the whole roof has fallen down through the window. It's not in a good way.
I'd love to have seen it, you know, when it was all blue around the edges.
Yeah.
It would have looked lovely.
It'd been so nice. Oh well.
Such a shame. Never mind.
Maybe a project for one of you guys if you want to be our neighbour. Oh, and if you're wondering where the boys are, don't worry. Grandad and Grandma Sarah are here, so they're in the house, in the warm, doing puzzles with the grandparents. So we've snuck out to do this ditch before the next round of rain. Yeah, it's not really the most inviting weather at the moment. Look at this, guys. Our house is wet.
We're gonna go. Whoa! Gonna go up here. And then what? You're gonna jump off again, are you? Ready?
Watch what you're doing.
Steady. Woo!
Yes, Will. Are you gonna go more?
Littles.
You can climb that.
I climb up.
Do you want to try without Mummy holding?
No. Mummy.
Ready, steady, woo!
Yes, Will. That was good. More? You're going to do it again, are you?
He was jumping off that one as well a minute ago.
Were you?
He's like fearless when he jumps.
Who's this muddy bum? Look at his bottom. You've been sitting in the mud, mister.
Ready, steady, jump! Woo!
Oh! You okay?
His little foot.
Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. I hope you've enjoyed our little life update here on the farm in central Portugal. We're trying our best to keep up with editing all the footage we've got, and we're looking forward to bringing you more videos very soon. So please hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.